Hello Guy, welcome to Lucia Craft. I know that you have lived in China several years, so compared with your first impression of China and today, so what are the changes impress you the most?
It's my pleasure to be here and talk with you. So yes, I have been before in China and now lately not so often, but there is a significant things what you can immediately see when you come here, and one is this mobility electrification. You can see a lot of electric cars everywhere, and the other is environmental things. So there's impressive what locals has been done for cleaning the air and getting this kind of like a good environment for people.
And did he have sites in Finland, in China, India, France, different countries? So what significance does the Chinese market hold for DT?
It's very significant because Chinese market is the biggest market for DT and has been that already from the beginning. So we are also R&D and our main manufacturing, and that's why where the biggest market is, there we have to be. There is the long history from 90s when we started in Beijing actually, and Beijing R&D, and this cooperation with local universities, and that has given us a lot of benefit because we were very early here and good advantages. And then later on when we set up here factories, and then we decided that we are in the same city, R&D and manufacturing, so close to each other, and then of course close also to customers.
As you mentioned the R&D, how do you position your R&D strategy in China, especially for AI and 5G empowerment?
We are looking, of course, all the time, all new things, what is happening, and that's also one big advantage to be in China, because here is very fast development, all these kind of high technology areas, and also our customers are very fast all the time developing. So we are following what they are, let's say, suspecting from the suppliers, and we try to then cope and of course be little ahead our competitors.
As you mentioned, the Chinese market is a huge market, so there also exist the challenges. So how do you respond to this challenge?
That's of course good side also, because then when we face this very fierce competition here in China, and when we are winning here, we are sure that we can win everywhere else.
When companies worldwide are rethinking their supply chain strategies aimed at certain such as tariff wars, and we talked about earlier today. And how do you assess the role of Chinese manufacturing capacity in DT's global supply chain?
The core manufacturing we can still keep in China because we are quite long anyway, the supply chain. Supply chains are very complex in this kind of high-tech industry, and some of those core technologies are coming partly outside China and partly they are in inland. But mostly, of course, the supply chain is here, the Chinese market in China. And then some localization we can do in Europe. Whenever customer is needed, we can then make the sourcing work and supply chain in localizing like Europe.
So your products are in China for China or in China for the global?
Mainly we do for global products here. But as I mentioned, we can do so that we do partly here and then we do this kind of like end assembly and adding value in the final part in somewhere else, and to get this kind of local benefits and like a local made in Europe or made in India products.
So what are DT's future plan in the Chinese market for the development?
Well, we are seeing that Chinese market is the place where we are, and that's of course the market. Market is here, and then this local R&D center what we have is of course core of our technology development in the future as well. And as mentioned, so China, everything happens very fast, and then if you are successful here, you are successful other, and that's still our one core strength, that when we have here and then we are looking very close to our main customers, so then we know that we are very competitive here and then competitive in the worldwide.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Kai. Thank you for
You're
your
welcome.
time.
Nice to chat with you.
Yeah.